to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
And how's it going, guys and girls? Me, Uncle Luke, and welcome to my channel. And yes, we are here once again to Doki Doki Exit Music. This was the place where we stopped yesterday with, where we stopped Saturday with Sans. Unfortunately, Sans couldn't make it today, so I'll have to play this day and probably Thursday by my own. But don't worry, Sans is fine. He will. I still have his link in the description if you want to check his channel. Also, Thor's channel as well. So, without further ado, let's get right into the video. So, God, I'm in over my head here. Oh, one more thing. If you notice that my voice is a little bit different and I look more tired, it's because I'm with a terrible headache and I'm not feeling so good. So yeah, just for you to know how much I care for this channel, and sorry for not posting video yesterday because this whole thing started yesterday. So yeah, I'm sorry. Anyways, let's skip to the video. That's what you want, alright? So let's go. Given how quickly my classes are moving, missing 2 days of school has taken a toll on my studies. I have a lot of catching up to do. Yeah, you surely have. I can hardly focus on what the teacher is saying. It all seems so trivial given what's happening with Sayori and Natsuki. Perhaps I'm worrying about nothing. Sayori may very well be seriously improving. Maybe Natsuki is telling the truth and I'm just paranoid. Regardless, one thing for certain, I'm slowly becoming a nervous wreck. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, buddy. That's not a good sign. My already dwindling focus run out completely. All I can think about is a sense of foreboding doom and the anxiety of an uncertain future. The lesson from hell mercifully hands as the last bell rings, and just like that, I'm brought back to reality. I hastily shoved my materials into my bag. I'm the first one out of the door. Following the now familiar road to the club, I weave through the crowd of students making their way to the staircase. As I come up to the final band, I hear Monica conversing with someone. Slowing down my pace, I wait just by the corner to not interrupt. A stroke? That's awful, I'm sorry. Yeah, we were all pretty upset. Our whole family was there. She's doing much better now, though. What? That's completely different from what she told me yesterday. Between this and her evasive behavior, I have no idea what's going on. Why should she lie to me? Why would she lie to me? Or Monica? Or both? Was it something I did? Oh, hey, Lucky. Natsuki quickly waves at me and heads inside of the club room, beckoning me to follow. As I enter, I hear Monica and Yuri already engaged into a conversation about something. Sounds like they are talking about a book Yuri's been reading. We move and head straight to the windstall, our usual spot. Natsuki yanks open the closet door and starts fishing around for her perfect girls collection. I hold back. A stroke? Really? I feel a little sick. She's hiding something. That much is clear. But what? I have to broach the subject with her. Natsuki returns, box in hand, and riffles through it for the first volume. I quickly spot it and pull it from the box. We then slouch down and sit against the wall. Well, looks like we finally threw the first volume. And it only took us 45 minutes. Yeah, now only 11 more parts. I can hardly contain my excitement. Hey! Natsuki slightly punched my arm in retaliation for my remark. Oh, come on. I like perfect girls, really. I know you do. You wouldn't have bothered sitting and reading through it with me if you didn't. I think I would sit through pretty much anything if it was in Natsuki's company. Anyway, I lean forward and shift the box towards me. Running my finger along the volumes, I find the second one and swipe it out. I replace it with the old one. Hey, hey, keep them in order. She scoffs before putting the first volume in order with the others. Sorry, don't worry about it. It just gets confusing otherwise. Good point. I'm sure she would love to state of my DVD collection. Ah, please, come on, don't be such an asshole. Natsuki yanks the manga out of my hands and flips straight to the first page. And she holds it out between us like before. We're only a few pages in when my mind starts to wander. I need to stop putting it off. This is the perfect opportunity to ask her about what's going on. Monica and Yuri are busy. They left the club room to go look for a hole puncher. Oh. It's nearly the end of the club day. We can always come back to the manga. And I really need to know if something's wrong. To hell with it. I'll ask her now. Natsuki. Yeah? I overheard you talking with Monica earlier. You mentioned that someone in your family had a stroke, so you couldn't make it to the festival. Before you say I don't care about the festival, I'm not mad at you. It's just that's not what you told me, and is something going on? Loki, got it. Monica swings open the club room, waving the hole puncher around like a trophy. Yuri behi- follows behind her, carrying a box full of lined paper. She sets it down on one of the desks. Yuri sings before whispering to me, "Not here. The fountain outside. And bring perfect girls with you." Okay. This is pretty much different from the one I saw in the videos, but I'll play that next then. Let's keep going. I nod. Natsuki stands up, stretching for a moment. I follow, stuffing the second volume of Perfect Girls back into the box. Monica turns her attention to me. Hey, looky. Hey. Monica ushers me over as Natsuki heads straight out of the club room door. Monica's eyes follow her out as her expression changes to a familiar melancholy. Already? We still have 5 minutes left. Her head drops down, now facing towards the floor. I can't tell if it's out of confusion, sadness, or disappointment. She takes 2 steps, swift breath, to lift her head back up, and shrugs. Well, it's not the end of the world. Just wish she could have stayed longer. I need to fill her in on the poem activity. Actually, you two are pretty close, right? Can you let her know that I'm trying to get the club back into the swing of writing poems? Yeah, I'll text her. Great, thank you. Also, I know you won't say what happened, but how is Sayuri doing? I talked to her last night. She's doing much better. That's great to hear. Just remind her we all care about her, okay? No worries, I will. She smiled at me. Oh, don't worry. I'll let you go on now. I grabbed the Perfect Girls box before heading towards the club room. Monica shouts after me one last time. Just don't forget about the poems. I won't. See you tomorrow, Lucky. Okay, this is getting interesting. Finally, I weave through the hallways, making my way to the double doors leading out into the courtyard. I spot Natsuki straight away, sitting alone on one of the benches in front of the fountain. I head over and take a seat next to her, setting the manga down next to me. Okay, new drawings. Oh, that's supposed to be our character. Okay. So, Natsuki doesn't respond. She just stares ahead blankly. Natsuki? No response. Would you rather not talk about it? Should we just... I take the second of Perfect Girls out of the box. Leafing through the pages, I try to look for the page we left off on. Hey, what page were we on? I remember something about cafes scene. Uh, Natsuki, my dad hurts me. Almost every day. Okay. He has for as long as I can remember. I missed the festival because he had a bad morning and threw a bottle at me. He stopped me from leaving the house, made me clean the basement when I cried. I wanted to go, I really did. It's funny, really. I did want to perform my poem after all. It probably would have been fun. But, yeah, now you know. Come on, man. Don't do that face. Come on. And why are you like wearing your blazer like Sayuri? Like, are you getting that much lazy? Come on, you're looking pretty much like me. Stop. But that face, though, you're looking like you want to kill someone. Need help? I, without even thinking, I pull her close into a warm embrace. She flinches slightly at first, but then reciprocates, gripping me firmly. I feel her jerk back a little. He knows where to hit, so it doesn't show. Hugs hurt a lot. My mind is flooded with thousands of screaming voices, rage, sadness, shock. Yeah, my mind would be probably more rage than shock. Like a lot of shock actually, but more rage than that. Like I have like something inside my head that says if someone hurts your friend, hurt him back. Like make him plead for mercy. Good thing that there's only thoughts. I never did that. Or maybe I did. That's a story for another video. But I wouldn't stand like he's doing. He's just standing there. Like, just hugging it out. And she's being abused. This whole time. And I've just stood by, not once thinking about it. Her poems, her abstinence, her self-isolation, all of them signs of that I have ignored. I feel my chest tighten up with my lungs start to burn. The familiar sting of anxiety. Natsuki, you can't stay there. You can't. She looks into my eyes, tear begins to form. What am I supposed to do? He decides where I go and when. No one would believe me. I have nowhere to go. And even if I did, the leave break. She pulls herself into me, tears staining my shirt. Between the sobs, she's barely able to choke out a sentence. Look, I can't live like this anymore, but I don't know what I can do. I have an extra room. You would be safe. This probably won't be a permanent solution, but it will get you away for long enough for us to do something about him. You just need a way out. Natsuki wipes her tears from her eyes and shakes her head. I couldn't do that to you. He would never let me go. He'll never let me go. Then don't tell him. Look, what are you talking about? I mean, I could get you out of there. Or at least I could try. Give me, I don't know, a day. I'll come up with something. Some way. There has to be a way. I'm serious, Natsuki. She sits silent for a moment. Natsuki pulled away from me, wiping her tear from her cheek and sniffling. You can't get involved. I shouldn't have even, please. We'll figure it out. I can't let you stay there. You don't get it. This will only make things worse. Think about the long term. If this is something you really want to do, I know that you want to help, but Natsuki, the only thing we should be concerned about now is your safety. Because it's not going to get better if, well, you stay. We both know that what he's doing isn't okay, so I'm trying to put a stop it now. And please, work with me here. I already told you I have a spare room, for as long as you'll need it. We just need to get you out and your stuff out of there as soon as we can. Please. She takes a deep breath. Damn it. Why do you have to make this so hard? I don't know, okay? I just don't know. Natsuki stares at the ground silently. I can only assume she's mulling the options over in her head. Taking a deep breath, she makes up her mind. As if on command, she rises from the bench. I follow. You're right. I know it's not okay. Would you really want me over? Without a doubt. As long as it can keep you safe. Okay, this is getting pretty cute and also, I don't know. It's two sides of a corner. Like, He has a point. She can't be over there. He, she can go to your room. Your room not. She can go to your house since you have a spare room. That's right. Okay. But she's also right. Look at the long term. You don't know. Look, you need to look at the big picture. You don't know if everything will be okay after that. What if he comes after you both? Like, if this was the other one, I already knew what's going to happen, so I would be good with it. But this one is slightly different. I don't know. There's there's too much in my mind as well to know what advice should I give. And it wouldn't even matter because the game is already made up like this. But yeah, I guess I would have done the same this young fellow is doing. At least this one is not a jerk as the other one. We just need to figure out how to, well, get you out of there first. Does she even need to go home? I mean, I could just walk you to my house now. That would be. It wouldn't work. He's expecting me home 5 minutes ago. I feel it pit in my stomach, a tightening knot of unease. And what happens if she's late? I don't want her to get hurt. And I need my stuff, clothes, medication. It can't be today. Tomorrow then. We can't waste time. You'll have time to get your stuff packed and ready to go. I'll have time to figure out how the hell we are gonna. This is so messed up. My heart's going about a mile a minute, but I need to keep it together and figure something out. For her, yeah, I can't. Hearing that one of my friends had to go through, I choke up a little. Lucky, are you okay? You're getting a little. No, I'm fine. We just have to figure this out. I think the buzz of phone startles us both. We fall dead silent. Natsuki slowly pulls her phone on the pocket and fingers in front of her mouth, mimicking a shush. She starts to wander away from the bench to avoid the gushing noise of the fountain. With bated breath, she answers. Seconds go by, followed by minutes. Each one feels like an hour. Several steps behind, I can still make out her father's shouts over the line. Natsuki visibly flinches a couple of times, yanking the phone away from her ears as she does. Before long, it's over, and Natsuki turns to me defeated. Natsuki 6. I've got to go home now. I'll walk with you. I don't know if that's a good idea. Well, I do need to find out how to get to your house, and I want to be there for you. Okay, this is getting too much interesting. Maybe there will be 2 episodes today, who knows? She gulps. Okay, we should go then. Nodding, I quickly collect the Perfect Girls collection before we rush out of the school gates. Whoa, new scenarios again. Amazing. Our entire walk is punctuated by silence. But as we turn the corner, Natsuki speaks up. It will be that one up on the right. Natsuki motions towards her house, her arm wavering a little. We stop a few doors down. Not quite sure of what to say now. I set the manga down on the sidewalk for a moment. Natsuki almost immediately pulls me into a quick embrace. I'll see you tomorrow at the club. And Lucky, thank you. She whispers, her voice shaking. It's okay. I try to reassure her, but I can't even reassure myself. She releases me from her grip and reaches down to grab the manga collection. I think this is best you all back here. Uneasy, I nod and wait a few doors down. Natsuki continues onward, head down, clutching her perfect girl's box. And she approaches her house, her head cranes up. A gruff voice calls down to her, telling her to get inside. A pang of dread shoots through my body as I quickly hide behind the nearby fence gate. I hope she didn't see me. God knows what would happen if he did. Peeking behind the fence, I get a quick look at Natsuki's father. A heavily built man in what looks like his late 40s. Okay, so probably he was one Marine or something like that because a heavily built body. Ah, his posture, skin tone, and muscles suggest a life of manual labor. Or can be that as well. Oh damn, I'm starting to get worried about Natsuki. I didn't know this will get this far again. Okay, let's keep going. He's up on the balcony taking a final drag from a cigarette. He carelessly flicks the near finished but over the edge of the balcony, landing somewhere in the street. The man then promptly turns around, yanking the door open. I hear the crash as he slams it behind him. Natsuki chances one final glance my way. I raise my hands as a goodbye wave. She raises hers, nearly dropping the box in the process. However, she immediately jerks forward as the front door of her house opens and she slowly steps in. And like that, Natsuki is gone. I feel awful, but there's no way around leaving her here, just for tonight. Regardless, what's done is done. I need to get home and only figure out my next move. Speaking of, I whip out my phone and snap a photo of Natsuki's place, so I have something to concrete to form a plan with. With nothing else to do here, I turn around and begin to trek home. Uh, I hope she picks up. It only takes a couple of more rings to receive an answer, though. Looky, hey, how are you doing, Sayuri? She pauses for a moment. The best I've ever been doing in these years. I actually feel alright. I find it difficult to express my relief. I knew that getting professional help would be good for her, but I assumed it would be a more gradual process. Honestly, I'm really happy for you, Sayuri. Thank you. Luckily, I don't have to stay here anymore. Mom's on her way to pick me up. So I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, I forgot. The doctor said I could probably go to school tomorrow if I wanted. That's great. Just remember you don't have to come to the club if you don't want to. No, I do. I love the literature club. Besides, I'm the vice president. She almost acting like her normal self. It's honestly terrifying how she was on Monday compared to now. It seems like she wants to move past what happened. And on one hand, I'm all of trying to create a more positive environment for her. On the other hand, I guess if you really want to, you wanna walk to school with me? Of course I do. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow then. See you tomorrow. Don't forget about your alarm. I won't. Bye. She hangs up. I see as I set my phone down on the counter. I just hope that Sayori didn't notice that I wasn't all there. I'm so exhausted by what happened today. I'm just unable to really express anything. Oh, you're getting feelingless, soulless, perhaps. Oh, buddy, please. I know that feeling better than anyone else. But there's something you can actually do. In my case, there was nothing I could do to help. And it ended up badly. Shocking, yeah. But still, let's move on. That's not the topic of the video. However, I'm genuinely relieved to hear she seems to be improving. Hopefully tomorrow won't be too much for her. I fixed myself a simple dinner, which I quickly scarfed down before tossing the dishes into the sink. I should wash them, but I just don't have the energy right now. I'll do them later. Right now, the only thing in my mind is Natsuki. I sit on bed trying to drown out my thoughts by scrolling aimlessly through my phone. It's not working. Sayuri is safe at least. That's one worry off the table for right now. But Natsuki, well, where do I begin? Her own father beating and berating her. While scrolling through my phone, I come across the picture I took of Natsuki's house. Oh, I sense a plan coming together in my head. I may well have a way to get her out if I zoom in the picture and inspecting it meticulously. I think I know exactly what to do. Exiting out of my gallery, I strike up a text conversation with Natsuki. I frantically type out my instructions for her step by step. However, my eyes are drawn to our old text conversation from when we were planning our visit last Sunday. I can't help but notice how happy she was to come over. Should I have seen the problem then? And come to think of it, before that day, I have never really seen Natsuki truly excited before. God, how long has this been going on? Ah, shit. I finished typing the plans out and sent my message. I just hope that she's okay. Thursday. Okay, we'll end the episode by here because it will be 2 episodes today. So, this will end up here. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave in comments down below if you're liking this series. And, well, I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.